Hello everybody, my name is Natalia Baños and today I'm gonna talk to you about sustainable development. But first, do you like what you see? Isn't it beautiful, the feeling it gives you, the hope, the peace, the joy of watching every little aspect of this world, every landscape? Do you want to preserve them or do you want to lose them? What will they look like in 30 years? Those questions surrounded little Isabella's head. They drove her mad because all she could do was look through her window and admire from afar the beautiful place. That was until one day, with her family, she took a trip downtown. She started to walk past those beautiful streets surrounded by colorful walls. She saw that like her, there were many people, from natives to foreigners, young, adults, children, elders, everybody like her was admiring the beautiful place, the things they had. She was obsessed with it, so next time she went there, she took her camera and captured those beautiful moments. She was so immersed in that action that she didn't see what people were thinking in that moment until she came home. She saw her photos and saw a sad woman. That woman was arguing with a policeman. She saw that woman wasn't thankful for what she had. She wasn't happy. She saw like that woman, many more people. They were not pleasantly surprised like Isabella was. And so, one of those people had a big sign saying, "Protect nature, protect children, protect world, protect females, protect males, protect everyone." She said that this world was not perfect and that everything had errors. But she didn't let that get into her head. She stood tall and she found a way to be happy. That was hope. She decided that she could make this world a better place. So she wanted to say that message to everybody. She wanted to make everyone smile. She found platforms throughout the internet. She had ideas, feelings, but they didn't have a name until she found it. Sustainable development. And you know what? Isabella is right. Sustainable development is no more than achieving human goals, but assuring future generations natural resources to make themselves a better future. Is all of us coming together and having hope to making sure poverty is not here anymore, to giving good education, gender equality, better things in the future. So, if like me and Isabella, would you please come and join me? If you like the first landscape I gave you in the first moment of this video, and you want to protect it, I am sure, sustainable development is important to me. Isabella is too. So, is it to you?
Hi, my name is Marcela Guardio, and today I want to tell you about something that I think we almost know. Day to day, we see actions that mark our world. We see actions that mark difference, stereotypes, divisions, and a lot of more things. We see these actions in a lot of places, and most of the time, we don't know that these actions can be that bad or can cause that things. And that's the problem. We are seeing these actions as normal situations. One day I was reading and I found two words that caught my attention. Those words were sustainable development. I have never seen that in my life, so I started to look for a meaning. First, I thought that sustainable development were a group of actions that solve some problems and how these actions keep solving these simple problems in a future without affecting any other situation. But the doubt of those words kept circling on my mind, so I decided to search them on the internet. When I searched, I discovered that I was absolutely wrong. Certainly, sustainable development is a group of solutions to some problems, but it handles more problems than I could ever think. It handles poorness, hunger, economy, industry, infrastructure, peace, and a lot more. But one thing that really surprised me was that it handles gender equality and the reduction of inequalities. So I thought about these actions, the same actions which I was talking a moment ago. And to my mind came a lot of doubts about how can we reduce these actions, how can we solve these problems, and how can we as teens, as humans, as citizens, can help to make this society a better place for everyone. For that, we have to have something clear, and it's the fact that we live in a divided society. We live in a society in which some persons have a lot of money and some persons have absolutely nothing. In a society in which some persons discriminate others for the simple fact that they think different or they have different preferences. in a society in which some persons think that they are most persons than others for the simple fact that they are men or they are women. We also have to know that differences aren't bad at all. Differences make us what we are, differences make our essence, different make us humans. But leaving differences aside, we must focus on those things that make us similar. Those things that no matter how small or big can be, can help us to make a change, to make a good society for everyone. And we can change the society. We can change the society because we are the youth of this planet. We are the present of this society. Yes, the present, because many times people tell us that we are the future of the world, we are the future generations, we must focus on future. But the truth is that we are the present. We are the present, we are living now, we are the generation that can make a change, and we need to make it now. We need to leave a good print on this world, and we need to make it as soon as possible. And we can do it. We are a technological generation, and that isn't a secret for anyone. We move every day by tweets, photos, by videos, snaps, etc. And we can use these resources to share a message. To share a message of being good persons, of being integral humans. A message to change this society. And how can we do that? Well, I think that we can do that with the simple fact of being good persons. We, for example, imagine that today you say something good to someone. And this person is grateful for that thing that you have said, so it's going to make a good action with someone else, and it's other with other and other and other. Finally, we are going to make a big change of good action. With things like this, we can change this world. We can make this society a better place for everyone. No matter what they think, no matter what they believe, no matter what makes us different. We can be the generation that joined the world. The generation that left difference, stereotypes, divisions, inequalities behind and joined into a respectful, peaceful, and full of society generation. We can make a change. We can make it now. Finally, we have a decision to take. What are we going to do? Are we going to wake up every day with the mentality that we are going to change the world? We are going to make good actions. We are going to leave a good message to every single person, no matter how small or big this action can be. But we are going to do something, or are we just going to sit and watch what others are doing? I have already made my decision. Have you?
Hello everybody, my name is Juliana Baños and I'm going to talk to you about sustainable development. But first, let me tell you a short story. I was with my family in my dad's hometown doing some charity work with his foundation that has the goal of giving poor children supplies so they can go to primary school. We were giving everyone notebooks and books and backpacks and pencils, and this little girl came up to me. She told me how thankful she was and how important it was for her because her family couldn't afford paying for her education. And I saw something brilliant in her, something beautiful, something outgoing, something charming. And that day we all felt good. Weeks went by, and 1 month later, someone told me that that little girl had to drop out of the foundation because her parents had to move away, because they didn't have enough money to pay for the house they used to live in. And I was really sad, angry, because it wasn't fair. That little kid, just like her, that had beautiful and an amazing future, wasn't able to go to school because of economical reasons. And I found that 57 other million children can't go to school every day because of economical reasons, political reasons, or the territory they live in. And I was really sad, because all of them deserved as much as love and support that we have had. So when it came for me the chance to make speech about sustainable development, I started looking through the topic. And I found 17 goals, and I realized that the fourth goal was quality education. I instantly got reminded of those 57 million children that couldn't go to school every day. And as I kept reading, I realized that sustainable development was way more than what I thought. I really thought it was just improving ourselves, taking into account nature. But from that perspective, I knew now that sustainable development really meant a way of improving our future, not only taking into account nature, but also taking into account every single person's opinions, every single person's ideas, every single person's way of being, because it's not only for us, but for our future generations. So the children of our children are able to have the same opportunities, the same chances, the same ideas that we've had all along till this point. So this is really an important message to share, even for us, the future generations, who are in charge of taking care of the future. So for me, sustainable development is way more than so many people think. We should be making everyone aware of what it really means. And just like I saw a quote earlier today, and I knew that Education shouldn't be a privilege. It should be a basic human right, just as it is for every single child in Africa, in Asia, in America, in Europe, everywhere. So please, if you're with me, we should stand all together to take into account every single person's opinions, the education, and we should also share our ideas because everyone matters. And as much as so many people would like to ignore, we're all together in this. Even though we're different, our similarities are what unite us. And we're in charge. We're responsible for everything that happens to each one of us. Because we're all like a domino effect. If one falls, everyone will fall next.